And what's good, everyone? Today we're gonna be making some scrambled eggs with ham or eggs and ham. And yeah, so let's head to an intro. First, we're gonna need some ingredients. First, some ham. Next, you're gonna need eggs. A bowl and eggs. You can use 1 egg, 2 eggs, or 3 eggs. In my case, I'm just gonna use 2. Next, you're gonna need a frying pan. After that, you're gonna need cooking oil. After that, you're gonna need a fork and a knife to cut the ham and mix the eggs. And also, you're gonna need a plate where you can cut the ham. With all of that said, let's continue with the video. Okay, after we just gathered all of our ingredients and materials to do our ham eggs, we're going to make them. First, we're gonna light it up. Add not the highest power, but also not the lowest power, like an intermediate one. And next, we're gonna put some oil onto the frying pan. And by oil, I don't mean petrol, obviously. These flies are just being too annoying. But anyway, and make sure to make sure to expand the oil a little bit over the pan, so all of the base of the frying pan or cooking pan, however you want to call it, it's covered with oil and the egg doesn't stick to it, and you can easily cook it. Oh, also, I forgot to mention that you're gonna need this thing, which is called a spatula. This is for scrambling the eggs. And while this thing is heating up, we're gonna break the quantity of eggs you've selected, in this case 2, and get them onto our bowl. Oh. Ooh. I made it perfect. Now, there's 2 ways. Oh, this thing goes into the trash can. Then, with your fork, you're gonna starting to mix these things. I'm gonna turn this off so it doesn't overheat. So you're gonna start mixing the egg like this, so you only have the yolk. Okay, so after you mixed it, you're gonna proceed in either of these 2 ways. Once the pan is heated up, you slice the ham in square slices. You're gonna put it onto the frying pan and fry the ham. After that, pour the eggs onto the frying pan and start scrambling them. But in my case, I don't really like them that way. So, by the way, after you finish mixing the eggs, you take that fork out, take it to the dish washer, this thing. Well, not that dishwasher, but this thing, and pour some water on it, so it isn't a real problem when you're trying to, wash it. So after that, you take a piece of ham and start slicing it. I'm gonna pause the video here because I don't think you wanna watch me slice ham because it's gonna be quite boring. So let me pause the video real quick. So, I'm quite near to the camera so you can see me well, lol. Okay, so after you slice the ham in approximately equal parts, not really, in square slices, it's gonna look something like this, as you can see. Sorry, I'm not very good at slicing things, but that doesn't matter anyway. So after that, you're gonna proceed in either of these two ways. You're gonna pour the ham onto, I don't know if it's pour or whatever it is, but you're gonna pour, I think it is pour the ham onto the frying pan and start frying the ham before pouring the eggs on it. And after that, you're gonna scramble the eggs and all of that stuff. Or the way I like it more, and the way I think it's the best one, it's to make this slices of ham go directly onto the frying pan. I mean the bowl with the eggs. So you pour the ham onto the bowl of eggs and mix it just a little more, and after that you're good to pour the eggs into the frying pan. So here is where the fun begins. So see ya on the other side. Okay, now we're on the other side, and I bring the camera, the phone a bit closer to me so you can see better what I'm doing. So next you're gonna again light up the gas stove, in case it's a gas stove, and you're gonna make it go to mid power, and then you're gonna take the ham that you already should have sliced. I guess you are following this tutorial. You're gonna drop it. It's not poured, my brother told me. It's not poured, it's dropped. You're gonna drop it onto the bowl with the eggs. If you want to follow the second way that I make scrambled eggs, so with ham. So you drop them. You drop the ham onto the bowl or the plate. I don't know, onto the bowl with the eggs, and if you want to, you can mix it a little bit more so it go and it's a bit better. I'm gonna mix it a little bit more. And instead this one step, you already know it. Take it to the sink and pour some water on the fork so it's not a pain to wash. There we go. So now we again wait a little bit till this frying pan heats up. Oh god, these toys are so annoying. I think there we go. Oh, and something I think you should keep in mind, you should consider. I think you should always wear shoes while you're cooking, because you never know if oil jumps and goes into your feet or something like that. And you really don't want that to happen, because First, it's painful. Second, it's annoying. And third, it could burn your feet. Yeah, I'm not kidding. But in this case, I'm just wearing socks. I don't know why, but don't be like me. Hashtag don't be like Holly. I mean, hashtag don't be like me. Anyway, so wait, I don't know, a few minutes, like a minute or two, and after that you can pour the eggs and the eggs with the ham onto your fry and with hot vegetable oil or cooking oil or however you want to call it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my, it's real hot. Make sure to make it go to the lowest flame setting that you're still past, so you don't burn yourself. Shake the bowl a little bit so everything comes out, and pour some water onto the bowl that you mix the eggs on, so that it's also not a pain to wash, and make it go to the sink. Oh, and I forgot this. It's a very important step. After you pour the eggs onto the frying pan, you're gonna want to add some salt so it tastes better, that it has a better taste. Because eggs without salt don't really taste that good, even if it has some ham on it or stuff like that. Now we're gonna start scrambling them. So let me make the camera go a little bit, bring the camera a bit closer. You see, when the edges, when the circumference of, when the edges of the eggs are already a bit cooked, you're gonna start moving it to the center, like moving the egg to the center, and after that you're gonna move it this way, like this. Move it up, and then you put the, I think you're watching what I'm doing. You'll want to periodically smash it a little bit with this spatula, so it's not as hard to scramble. It's also a part of scrambling, by the way. You're gonna be scrambling them for a few minutes. In a few minutes, I really mean a few minutes, like 1 or 2. And after that, you'll just turn off the stove. If you want to make a burrito, which is my case, you're gonna need a flat pan and some tortillas, and you're gonna heat it up. You're not gonna pour oil or literally anything on it. Just heat it up a little bit and put the tortilla on top of it, and you wait a few seconds and you turn it over, and like that until it's on the point you want it to be. And after you moved it for a little bit, the eggs and the ham, you turn off your gas stove because you don't want it to be overcooked or burned. So yeah, you got yourself scrambled eggs. If you wanna eat them like with a spoon or with a fork, just serve it onto a flat plate, and there you go. You can eat your scrambled eggs. But like I said earlier, if you want to make a burrito, you're gonna need some tortillas. I hope it's not that hot. This specific thing, I don't know how is that called, but this specific burner on my stove, I don't know why, but it's extremely hard to light up. Like, I'm gonna ask my brother if he can help me to do so. So what I'm gonna do now, with the help of my brother, there he is. You can see his full face, sadly. I said you can, not you can. Okay, anyway. So in my case, because it's way too hard to light this up, my brother is gonna help me a little bit. While I make the spark, he's gonna strike a match to not waste the time. Okay, no, that was a Taylor Swift lyric. And light it up. And I cut the gas source. Bravo! I think you need to let the other person too. Oh, there they go. Thanks, man. And now he's out. So when you have your cooked eggs, you can just move it out of the way. I'm gonna move them out of the way so you can see better what I'm doing. My beautiful face, not just kidding. My face is not that beautiful, but anyway. I'm gonna bring out the tortillas. Guys, it literally smells like burned wood because my brother just struck the match, so it's obviously it's gonna smell like wood. So here's my bag of tortillas, and I'm gonna open them. I think I'll warm this. So you take one tortilla out. Oh god, I think they're stuck. They're stick together or not? Well, maybe not. Well, you don't know till you try to get one out. I'm gonna use the bottom one for fun. Whoa. There it is. Here it's your tortilla. And you put your hand above it, on top of it, so to see if it's already ready or not. And if it's ready, then you basically slap this onto the thing, however this thing is called, and that didn't work. This thing keeps folding, man. You know what? Okay, screw it. I'm gonna use this one. Oh god. There we go. There it is. It's already cooking. If you chicken out like me when flipping these things, use this spatula you use to scramble your eggs. You want to make sure to pop every air bubble that it's created during the during the heating process of the tortilla. So you end up with a flat tortilla and not a bubble tortilla. So you're gonna take the plate where you will put all your breakfast / dinner on. I almost said dinner, bro. Oh god, it's real hot and I almost burned myself. So I'm gonna be using this to flip it. Oh! There it goes, it's flipped. Sorry, I burned myself. I think with that is enough. Okay, never mind. Yeah, with that is enough. Turn it off. After you turn that off, you move it out of the what's it called? The flat pan, and take out all of the air that it's left. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit so you can see better what I'm doing. So after you get this thing on, you take your plate with the eggs and just drop them or put them on top of the tortilla. Simple as that. Or you serve them onto the plate if you don't want to make a burrito. And you want to there's my adorable dog. You wanna see her? Okay, anyway, let's get back to the video. You'll want to make it like some sort of line, like some sort of straight line that it's kind of in the middle of the tortilla. And after you get that, you're gonna after you get that, and finally you're gonna start rolling in the burrito. So a bit of egg will come out from each side, but don't worry, it's normal since it's 2 eggs in one. Actually, you know what? You won't put all of the eggs if you made 2 or more. All of the eggs onto the burrito, just a part of them, and the other part goes directly onto the plate, so it can close. So after that, you start rolling in your burrito, and finally, there you have it. You made yourself a very good and tasty breakfast. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Here's another video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!